Ping pong a ping, fling flong a fling. Ding dong a ding, ding dong a ding. Bum ba bum, bum ba ba bum. It's
Ding,
redonchong. Oops, there's my
ding,
dong.
ding, 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 ding. Oh, I was just starting to. I didn't know we were
Blah
gonna go
blee
through.
ba boo ba 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 bee ba boo boo boo.
It takes me forever to get the vibe. I didn't know we were doing a thing. If you would have
It's
just given me,
choo choo and clippity clop. And
hey,
don't forget to nobble my cock.
hey, now I'm just mad.
It's the holiday season.
Uh, what is your current level of holiday season? Like, do you? I think you get a little bit more holiday-ish than I do.
Mm-hmm.
In that any.
Currently right now we are in transition. So
Uh,
for holidays. Because Thanksgiving, there's no decoration except for my bloated carcass after we've eaten and drank all the things.
oh, when you get that beautiful sheen of just sweat that doesn't quite go away, where you're
Mhm.
not sure if it's sweat or slime,
Yeah,
and just bloated and red and purpley.
yeah,
Oh, that
yeah.
does.
Just
I actually, I missed last Thanksgiving. I wish that was our tradition. You drive down here, get real drunk, and then you two decide to drive straight back in one swoop.
yeah, that was insane. Because that wouldn't have been so bad had we not gotten stuck in the traffic we got stuck in.
Fucking
Yeah,
Atlanta, man.
fucking Atlanta. I
It's
just go over.
really
It is.
as
It's
somebody
always Atlanta.
who's lived in Chicago for 20 years.
Yeah,
Driving through Atlanta sucks.
I would rather drive through Chicago
Yeah, me
backwards.
too. Hmm.
Yeah.
I have only got arrested for it once, and I tried it several times.
Yeah. But yeah, we kind of realized this might be our last Christmas in this house. So
Oh wow.
we're gonna do a thing. Now, maybe we're gonna give ourselves some, plenty of time to move and because we got stuff to do around here, but if things work out the way that they kind of look like they're working out, this may be it in this
Hmm.
house. And if I have any family members that are listening to this, you've just figured it out. You don't need an explanation. You don't deserve it. I what? The kids know. We know. Although I mentioned something about it on stage Wednesday night, and one of our, an acquaintance of ours, friend, Alex is great, but he showed up for the show, and as soon as I said, he went, "What? Oh," and I was like, "Oh
Mm.
my god, I can't go on because now I've made you sad." Um, I'm working on the bit about being Chicago drunk and the how Chicago drunk is its own special kind of drunk compared to other cities. Uh,
Yeah, me and Kyle Kinane, the only two who've gotten DUIs in Chicago. It's to my knowledge.
oh my god, yeah,
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 yeah. It was a
uh,
statey. My problem was it was a state cop.
yeah,
If it was CPD, I would have been fine.
yeah. It would have been like get the fuck out of here, and nobody's hurt. Nothing's just get out, beat it.
Hmm.
We saw nothing. You're fine. Hey, this episode not brought to you by canned cocktails I found for $3 a 4 pack. So fuck it.
Okay, so what do you got for $3 a 4 pack?
Well, I'm trying right now the Svedka Tropics, which is Svedka tea spritz, raspberry kiwi. So it's black tea with natural flavors and sparkling water, colored with vegetable juice. So it should give me the shits nicely. Um,
Are you sure that's just not cold? What the fuck we got left in the back?
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But like I said, $3 a 4 pack. My buddies Brian and Kate were like they were at the store and they're like, "Hey,
Yeah.
get it." I also tried Ciroc Sunset Citrus. This is pretty legit. I'll tell you that right now. Um,
Isn't that the rapist vodka?
Say what now?
Ciroc. Isn't that Diddy's brand? I think it's Puff Daddy. I'm not sure.
I have
It's
no idea.
definitely a some hip hop star of some nature. I have to look it up now. I have to look it up.
I
I just
also
want to make sure that I know who you're supporting.
I don't support anybody but drunkenness and cheap drunkenness. Troop Rum Mojito. That was pretty
Troop. looks like the box was a little too small. It used to be called Trooper. It's like you're a trooper if you buy it.
That wasn't so bad. I had two of those last night because I accidentally froze one of them, so I used the can opener on it, dumped the icy slush into the bottom of the glass, and then poured a warm one on top. It was perfect.
Delightful.
That's fucking science, Zig. And then I have another Ciroc vodka
You
spritz
uh,
colada.
you you didn't just buy the one. You bought them out. You said
Um,
I'll take the lot.
well, they were pretty picked over when I got there. Because again, Brian and Kate hit them first, and then they were like,
All right.
they literally were like, "Hey, if you're anywhere near Schnucks," I was like, "I actually just got here to get some food for." And they're like, "Great, go to the liquor aisle and cap. Here's where you'll find it. We left a few just in case." And so, yeah, this we're we're fucking it. Is
There you
what we're
go.
doing. We're
You got
fucking
yourself
it.
a you got yourself half a pallet full of leavings.
Hmm.
It is P Diddy, by the way, who owns Ciroc. So
Is P Diddy a rapist?
isn't Sean Combs? He's like, there was some law that for a while at the end of this year they had extended the statute of limitations for sexual misconduct, sexual aggression, things of that nature. Uh, and so a bunch of people came out before the statute of limitations was up, or before that was gone. And yeah, Sean Combs, I think, was like, he's got like a couple of different women saying that he did real not okay stuff.
Huh.
Yeah, I mean, that has nothing to do with your beverage choice. I mean, also
I had no
could,
idea.
could be why it was
You could
cents
have
on
been
the dollar.
you could have been like, oh, Ciroc. Isn't that made by Hamas? I'd be like, God damn it. Oh, well, shit. I try to be I try to be informed. But sometimes I can't look as I've been trying to get this, I'm trying to figure out how to use this, but I came up with the phrase because I am just doing all I can to know what I can, but I can't know everything. And I'm just I'm a Midwesterner doing my Midbesterner. That's what I'm doing.
There you go.
I'm doing, is it my absolute best all the time? No, but it's midway there. And all I know, here's what I know. Here's what I know. Uh just stop bombing children for oil and land. Let's do that. Let's try that.
But everybody's gotten real good at it.
Oh yeah, we're fucking we hold the industry corner on that bitch, but maybe stop for a little. Let's give a moratorium on the mortality for a little bit. Let's try that.
Well, if you want to try something crazy.
Let's just do something new. Let's stop let's stop bombing brown kids
God
for
damn
hey, that's it. Stop bombing brown kids for oil and land. That's my
it.
official fucking stance. How about that?
Put that on a trucker's hat. Give it to Paris Hilton.
Hmm. Hold on now. I think, can she be getting railed while she's wearing it?
For the right amount of money, these people will put their name on fucking anything.
Yeah, they
Well, I
will.
mean, so will I. I don't care. Well, did you?
I'd put my name on Ciroc, uh, Sunset Citrus.
to Speaking to Midwestern idiots talking about shit that means nothing to them. Did you see the publicity stunt? It was fucking spectacular. Fucking Snoop Dogg.
Oh, when he was like, I'm not
Uh,
going to smoke
no,
anymore.
he said, I'm giving up speed. This whole fucking it was Instagram or Twitter or whatever. It says, I'm giving up smoke. Please, we respect your. Please give us space in this like time or respect our privacy during this time, something like that. He put his name. He's now the spokesman for a smokeless fire pit for outside. I love this man. He
Yeah.
will literally endorse anything at this point. He started his career getting shot at
And
and being
killing
like,
me. He killed a
yes,
man.
yes, and now that he kind of like laterally moved into porn for a little bit, and then he was
Right, right.
yeah, but then it just delineated. There was a lot of other steps between that, and he hosted a game show that didn't go great because he was stoned the entire time. Somebody asked him, "Hey, do you want to go down on Martha Stewart for a couple mil?" He's like, "Sure, absolutely,
Absolutely. Who
I'll hang out
wouldn't?
with that bitch." And now he did a whole publicity stunt about how he's not going to smoke weed for smokeless fire pits.
You know what? You can't.
Not even Nike.
Let's take Ice Cube for example. This guy, I didn't have to use my AK. Today was a good day. and then he went and made like Family Trip or whatever.
1 through 9 or
Yeah.
some shit. Yeah.
Look, make it when he did Friday, everyone's like, hell yeah, I love it. And it's Ice Cube. You can believe that maybe he could kick the shit out of Debo. Like you like, okay, if he gets mad enough, he's gangsta. You know that. He could do it. If he loses his temper and remembers, oh, an uppercut can actually do something. Let's try that.
Just don't fight fair. Don't get out of the car. That's all you got to do to win.
Yeah, you don't fight fair. No, there's no
Nobody asked
such
if you
thing.
fought fair. They asked if you won.
That was one of the first things my old man taught me when he was teaching me how to, as we put it, defend myself, not injure another human being terrifically horribly so that they'll leave you alone. No, it was defending myself. But the first time, I don't remember what he did, but I ended up on my back with my breath knocked out of me. I was like 5, and I just looked at him and I was like, that wasn't fair. And he's like, there's no such thing as fair when it comes to fighting. And I was like, oh. Oh,
What did he do? Hit you with a donkey?
yes, probably. It's a small one.
It's a burro.
He's el burro.
Bruce hit me with a burro.
El Brewster hit me with a rooster.
No man just throwing fucking fighting cocks at you.
Block it. Block the cock.
Block the cock. Rocky's chasing chickens. I'm throwing aggressive foul at you at the face. Attaching 3 penny nails to their fucking talons at you.
Miyagi's a pussy.
That's how we used to say grace at Thanksgiving. Miyagi's a pussy. Give me the bird.
Yeah.
What are you picking out of your tongue?
Don't worry about it. I think it's one of P. Diddy's pubes.
Larry Smith constantly has bristles being pulled out of his tongue from various areas.
From various.
Did they come from one of your canned cocktails? There's just sharp shit in there.
Yeah, there's just asbestos and insulation.
I was just assuming they just like grabbed some prickly pear cactus and just haphazardly threw it in a ninja blender and
Shoved
then threw
it
it in
in.
a can. Yeah,
Just thumbing it.
thumb it in. Thumb it in.
I'd like to point out that this episode not brought to you by Airbnb or Verbo. Both of those platforms can suck my fat cock is what they can do.
Why specifically?
They can eat all the bags of dicks that have been sitting out in the sun for just a day too long. Fuck them. I hope you're listening. Unless somebody needs a job, and then I don't know.
Did you have a bad time when you went to go see the state this weekend?
No. The state was fine. We had a great time.
If your lodgings were possibly.
No, I was trying to get some lodging for tomorrow night, and there's me and a couple other comics are staying the night, so we're like, hey, let's just see if we can get an Airbnb. So I was like, hey, I took it on myself. I was like, I'll take care of it. I'll look it up. I'll give us some options. And I found one, like an Airbnb, that was like $70. Yeah, perfect. Split between 3 of us. I understand it's gonna have some charges.
Oh,
well, it's they're gonna gouge us a little bit. The final price was gonna be $263. And I was like, nope, no thank you, Kenneth. I don't think I'll be doing that, Kenneth. So I went to Verbo to see, found an apartment even closer walking distance to the venue. Perfect. Because you can drag merch to there and then still have a few drinks, walk back. Nobody, Bob's your uncle, nobody's in trouble. Turns out, same Kenneth manages that property that I found. But it was like, okay, I was like, all right, this is
same $190 that he just like is gonna skiff you at the end.
It was gonna be like 164. Okay. Now, still, it was only $83, and then with fees and taxes and cleaning and all that, it turned into 164. It just doubled it. But I asked the guys, they're like, yeah, still it's pretty cheap, split between the 3 of us, and then we're all in one place. We all make big boy money. We can do big boy things. Send a message to the dude. Hey, here's what's going on. We don't party. Uh, essentially, we don't shit where we eat. We don't party where we try to sleep because when
Can I
we're
ask, did you feel the need to say that up front, or could you just like reserve the place?
you a lot of times like with Airbnb or Verbo, they have the option to send a message. And normally there a lot of times the renters want a little message to be told, hey, because they can turn you down immediately. Um, so if you just send, hey, I'm on my way through, here's what I'm doing, but I just need a quiet place to sleep. I've done it multiple times where I explain why I'm in town. I get I do all this over here, but I am a middle-aged dad, and when I'm done with people, I just want a quiet place where I can go be done with people. And so everyone's been very cool about it. So I send the message to Kenneth. I get a message back. Hey, that sounds great. Uh, rental confirmed. Can't wait to have you guys stay with us. And then about 15 minutes later, I get an email saying reservation canceled. Go back, look at the messages. Oops, sorry, hit the wrong button. That property is no longer available. Here's a link to a different property. So I try to go to that link. It takes me to like the landing page for Verbo. I'm like, he's like, did you get a chance to look at it? I was like, dude, I took a screenshot, sent it to him. I was like, here's where it takes me. Oh, well, somebody must have swooped in and got that property too. Yeah, because that's where we're going is such a hot fucking town. It's hip hop happening. People are just snatching up apartments. And I was like, so the first one that I put money down on, you're telling me isn't available. Yeah. I've got a renter for the entire month of December that I forgot about, so I didn't block it off. And I'm like, bullshit. And he's like, I do have a 1 bedroom available. It was like, okay, how many sleeping services? Well, there's a bed and a couch. I was like, there's 3 grown men.
There's a bed, a couch, and a roof.
A bed and a couch and a hovel out back. Great. I'll
Bed and a
take the
couch in your car. How about that?
yeah. I was like, no, that's not gonna work, bro. That's why we got the apartment with 2 beds and a couch. And he's like, oh well, maybe we could. I was like, you know what? No, that's what it was. Maybe you can bring an air mattress. And I said, maybe I can just rent a suite at the Quality Inn.
I was
Thank you.
saying, there's a fucking 2-star hotel somewhere. There's a fucking something.
Yeah. So at the Quality Inn, it's got 4 out of 5 stars on TripAdvisor. It's
How bad could it fucking be? It's fine.
well, that's what I'm saying though. It's got
Yeah.
great reviews. The poor reviews are these assholes that are like, well, the paint was a little outdated, and the carpet looks like it was straight from 1998.
The
Probably because
glory hole with toothy.
yeah, fuck you. Does it have bugs? Does it have bugs, or is someone squatting in my room?
The glory hole had toothy bugs.
But so yeah, we got the suite, the queen suite at the Quality Inn, because it's got 2 queen beds and a sofa bed. And
Oh.
so I don't care. I'll take the sofa bed. Actually, what I'm going to do is put one of the younger bulls on the sofa bed. I did the fucking legwork. I get a
There you go.
fucking bed.
I was gonna say, because you do that the next time I talk to you, the first thing out of your mouth is gonna be, "You ever sleep in a pull-out sofa in a Quality Inn?"
I will tell you, don't stay at a roadway inn
Make your
because
goddamn dick hair go straight. That fucking thing.
man, I tried to jerk off and it kept squeaking. It was the worst night ever.
I've never gotten hemorrhoids out of anger before.
Oh,
Just emotional hemorrhoids.
I got hemorrhoids in my eyes. Is that normal?
My dick's got piles.
But yeah, no, yeah, just never stay at a roadway inn. I don't know if I talked about it
Remember
on
that. It
here.
sounds like you have to fight, though. It sounds like you have to
Yeah.
fight.
Oh yeah, no, there were as my buddy Ryan put it, and I'm quoting his story, the way he tells it. There we had to leave at 3 in the morning, because there was a herd of feral juggalos in the parking lot, and
Oh,
we were we were afraid that they were going to like try to steal the tires. Um I slept
Come on,
closest to the door.
juggalos are fine as long as you don't look
It was
directly in their eyes. I have no problem with juggalos.
I we just drove through and I looked and I was like, that looks like a bunch of unpainted juggalos, doesn't it? And
Unpainted. Okay, so you don't want aftermarket juggalos.
no,
Actual ones that are coming from like a concert. They're mostly
juggalos are
okay. Just leave them the fuck alone.
yeah,
They just
juggalos are great. They're good
they just
people.
want to
They
play
do a lot
dress
for
them ups
charity.
and yeah, they want to play dress them ups and they want to like be really protective of each other. But if you're cool, they're cool.
Yeah, exactly. Shaggy Two Chain or whatever. I don't know. I don't know the names, but just Fago bitches, and they'd be like, ah, "What's up?"
Exactly. Yeah. Just say
Um.
family as you go past them.
Oh yeah, yeah, that'll
Yeah,
do it.
that's
Thank
it.
you. But yeah, no, I went in and I was like, I'm gonna check for bugs. I check for bugs in every hotel. Doesn't matter what
Mhm.
hotel it is. It can be the nicest hotel. It can be it doesn't matter.
I do check for bed bugs.
Yeah, I always check for bed bugs.
Yeah.
I pulled the sheet back on the bed that I was going to be sleeping in, and there was a stain that went all the way down. That looked like a fresh litter of puppies had been had that morning.
Flesh little puppies had and butchered on the mattress.
Yep. And so we were traveling with a friend who what kills me. This guy is he's like one of those guys that you think is super sensitive. He's a vegan. He's they never drank. He's straight edge. He's all these things. And he just looked at me and he goes, "What? Don't be a pussy." And I was like, "That's not. That's a difference. That's a murder scene. You want me to sleep? You want me to taint evidence? Is what you want?"
That's not muddy mattress. That's holy Christ. There's a story.
Yeah. So I ended up actually pulling everything down to the bottom where it was like the rubber sheet. And I was like, and then I just I made sure that the rubber sheet was clean. And then I found like a couple towels, spare towels, and a clean-ish comforter, and that's what I slept on. And
There you go.
the roadway in Pennsylvania.
Get your shots.
Get your shots. It's road comedy.
There's one place in the entire state of Pennsylvania where, I don't know, in the middle, the rectangular bit.
It was towards New York, Connecticut. I don't know. We went to Connecticut to do a show. We slept in Pennsylvania. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. It's nobody's fault.
Outside of the word Dutch, I couldn't tell you one thing about Pennsylvania.
It's pretty.
Okay.
It's real pretty. I did try to talk the other guys I was traveling with into
So was Hitler when he was a baby.
ooh, probably not.
Well, all
I'm
babies.
doing a whole bit about Hitler's dog right now, and it's kind of working.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to bore the listeners, but yeah, I'm doing this whole. I did it because I went into kind of a rant at the last open mic at Buzz Bomb because some dick shit. Yeah, I hope everyone's listening. Fuck you. Don't bring your dogs to my open mic. Uh, and
Aw.
then have because these weren't like it wasn't like a couple little chihuahuas or an adorable like Pomeranian that just was like, well, hey, what's up, Pat? It was two giant hounds.
You bring dogs to craft breweries. Don't you bring dogs to brew pubs?
Yeah, keep them downstairs. Keep them the fuck downstairs.
I guess I don't know the venue. Yeah, I don't know.
We're upstairs. We are upstairs. My equipment, I'm not using any, I'm using my equipment. And this dog kept coming up, the male dog, and sniffing the speaker. I'm like, he's going to piss on my fucking speaker. Because the owner just had him off leash. It's fine. And so they come up and they're wandering around. They're wandering around. Like if they had him on the leash and kept him off to the side, but
Yeah.
they were distracting. It's like if somebody was like, what? It's a brew pub. I can bring my kids and then just let their fucking shit dick toddler run around and pull on the microphone because I can't tell you how many times I had to move the microphone wire and like they would come up and just on my fucking speaker. I'm like, that's a $1,500 piece of equipment that dog's gonna piss on. If anybody's gonna piss on it, it's gonna be me, motherfucker. But yeah, I was just and here's the thing: the owner walked in front of the stage area, went to the farthest corner, and sat, and then acted like what? what? It's fine. They're dogs. Everyone loves dogs. So I went into a tirade about no, not all fucking dogs go to heaven because some dogs, just like toddlers, are fucking assholes. And then I went into a bit about Hitler's dog, and I've done it 3 times now. People really tend to like it.
Okay, so you're wrong. So you require your sets to be fucked up for material. You're reaping the world. You're reaping, the whirlwind here. It's spectacular.
Oh no, I don't require it.
I'm gonna throw toddlers at you on stage now.
I'll
Yeah, I tell you what,
I'll
give me a year,
spike those like an Olympic athlete. Like
give
I'm
me a
a
year and a half. I got one.
I will not spike that little girl. I will
I
not
don't
spike
care.
that
Go
little
ahead.
girl.
It
I
doesn't
will
matter.
catch her and hold her like a football and be like, nope, quiet, quiet. I put my hand over her mouth, just shush, shh.
I haven't looked at the paperwork, but I'm sure it's insured.
Put a helmet on it.
I think I told you this. We got the birth certificate in the mail, which is nice because now we can return her. That's the receipt.
Yeah, yeah. No, I did. Don't wait too long. I tried to take Glenn back the other day. I was like, he's fully grown. He's on his own. Maybe I can return him. Nope, Decatur Memorial Hospital would not take him back.
I also got her social security card, and I sold that for $200 to a Mexican fella, and he seemed very happy about that.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, DHS was like, and what's the reason you would like to return this item? And I was like, look at it. It got too big. I was promised it would be adorable and cute forever, and then it grew big and it eats a lot. And I
Because I got 3 AAAs up there, but I can't get them back out to change them.
what? What? You heard me, boy.
It's greenish.
Hey, speaking of greenish,
Uh-huh.
you know who we're sponsored by?
Let's roll the dice. SlipSociety.org.
Spliff, 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 spliff. This is the new theme song. You go. Spliff, 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 spliff. Do the read. Spliff.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm just waiting for my aunt. Hold on.
Spliff Society.
3, 2.
Spliff Society.
I know I forget where I come in.
Spliff Society. Spliff, 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 spliff.
SpliffSociety.org. Are you somebody who smokes out of bullshit? Stop. Go to SpliffSociety.org. Spliff Society. They are the purveyors of fine, artisanal, hand-rolled, and toasted spliffs.
Yeah.
They come empty, so you can fill them with your favorite herb.
Ooh, yeah.
They got cones, which I'm still actually not even 100% sure what those are. Larry likes the lotus, the full lotus. Larry likes to go full
Yogi
lotus.
Berry.
That's the one.
Tastes like Fruit Loops and Fruity Pebbles. Spliff Society.
If you've listened to the show before, if you've never gone there, stop. Do the opposite. Go to SwiftSociety.org and give them a little bit of your money. At checkout, use promo code ZIG and Larry to show a little bit of love. Also, every time you buy some groovy merchandise, whether it be a grinder, a hat, some spectacular stuff to smoke out of, they're going to give a little bit to a charity of your choice. So they're a spectacular organization, really groovy people. Check them out, spliffsociety.org.
Spliffsociety.org.
And if we get 10 sales with Zig and Larry at checkout in the next week, Larry has promised he will never do that weird backing music thing again.
I promise it. That's a guarantee.
It's a guarantee. See what I got, Larry? Bad beer.
I see that. I see. This is taking way too long to drink one of these. It's hold on.
I'm just hoping I get to the end of a tall boy. Like I bought roll. Oh, okay, yeah, man. Oh. When your kids are grown, you get to go to Chicago, be a comic, and drink like that. When your kids are 3 weeks old, you get half a Rolling Rock.
Yeah, but when you were in your early 20s, I was raising kids while you were in Chicago getting to be a comic.
I had mine. Mine's over. What are you going to do?
Fuck it. When it was over, I started making babies, and I was like, I'm gonna get this baby shit out of the way now. That's what I was. That's not what I was. That's not at all. What it was don't wear a condom and just finish inside me. And I went, yeah, that feels good too. Let's do that.
difference is when I told you it, I wasn't lying. Nothing can happen.
It felt great too.
I
Thank you.
found my first completely white chest hair. I refuse to pluck it.
It was it one of yours or
No,
somebody
it's growing out of me.
at the club?
And I think it's a little bit too on the nose at the time, but now I love it. I asked my wife, like, we should name it. She said it's Chester. Like, yeah, Chester the Chester. Of course,
No.
yeah, it's that's what you would name a beanie baby that's just a white chest hair. But I dig it.
Hey, okay. I'm gonna leave this up to you real quick, Zig.
Yeah.
Um, my I've tried the Sunset Citrus. It's
Oh
a
yeah.
favorite.
Okay.
I've tried the rum mojito. It's good.
Okay.
I just finished the tea spritz. Do I dare drink the colada
I think you kind of have to. You
for
didn't buy it
science?
to not drink it, right?
Yeah, for science, right?
Did you buy it just for decoration?
Box is gorgeous.
Oh well,
I mean, look at this.
the box is gorgeous.
I feel like
That is good. That is
suddenly
good.
I'm an ASMR chip.
I'm not sure if the mic's picking that up. He's tapping the bullshit, so
The
I didn't hear it.
Ciroc vodka spritz colada colada Ciroc colada.
I can't. I'm for some reason I'm playing with a pair of scissors just because they're on this desk. So I'm either going to start touching myself or cutting myself because you're doing that. I'm not sure which, but it's going to be aggressive regardless. I promise that.
Oh
It is good packaging though. You have to give them that.
yeah, no, it's. I mean, look at
I mean, that's a polished turd. It really is.
it. Really is. It is a. I didn't know you could do it. They proved that you can.
Mythbusters and P Diddy proved you can polish a turd.
You can polish a turd.
Hey, you want to do the thing?
Hey, fucking give it to me, Daddy.
Okay, yeah. So, I'm amazed how easy it is for me to gloss over something like that. Sure, yeah, it's given to you. What do you want? Um, so what is the
Ooh.
dumbest thing?
The dumbest thing what I've just
Hold on.
poured in here.
Yeah, actually,
It's an aggressive coconut smell. Hold on.
yeah, okay. Because
I
actually,
know it's a colada, so that's. Do you like roofie coladas? Fall asleep on the porch.
My favorite Jimmy Buffett song.
Okay. Aggressively. It's aggressively colada, but not in a bad way. Like
How can you be assaulted with a colada but be okay with it?
it's like I went
Take me through the
to
journey.
I went specifically to the place where they chain me up and step on my testicles, and I have to use the word mistress when I drink it. That's how I did this to myself, and I'm okay with it.
You were peed on, but you didn't specifically say that you did not want to be peed on.
Exactly, like somebody we know. That's Larry Stripper peed on me. They sure did, buddy. Yeah. Notice how I dance around the name because
I don't know what you're talking about.
exactly. Secret.
So this is actually a little apropos. I have been so very tired recently. I have a knife thing. I don't know why, pocket knife thing. I bought a lot more for my collection recently.
Yeah,
I don't need them. I don't need them.
I know
Blissfully
you
more than
got a
once.
pocket knife thing. I've got a pocket pool thing.
Yeah, you jerk off in public. I collect pocket knife.
Yeah,
It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing,
it's
really.
the exact same thing. We're both flipping things inappropriately. I don't know this number with my hand.
What is I've got a couple. What is the dumbest thing recently that you've spent money on? And I'm not this is not loaded. This was going to be the question before. And you can say your aggressive colada if you want. Um, but Hillary's just taking notes, and I think it just says like remember to check blood pressure. um,
It's always so that way I have show notes when I post the episode. I can say something that relates to this episode.
Excellent.
Yeah. Dumbest thing I've purchased recently.
Like, have you gone down a rabbit hole maybe inner cups or just exhausted. But yeah, I need that. And then it shows up. You're like, that's just fucking horrible consumerism. Like I don't require this at all.
Did I? Oh, what did I get? I'm looking around. I'm literally looking around right now. Like,
I mean,
what did I buy? I, okay. Matching pint glasses. From an old indie comic called The Adventures of Milk and Cheese. Dairy products gone bad.
I remember the milk and cheese. God, that's a while ago. Okay. All
Uh,
right.
that was one of those I have to have that because it was irreverence from my childhood. What else did I? There was something else that I was like, well, that's aggressively dumb. I have to have that. Um, Man, it'll come to me.
Okay.
I don't remember. I think though, mostly the dumbest shit that I buy is just consumables. Hey, this will probably give me liver failure. Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, today for no reason I went to the well, that's booze. Um I'm having the 16-ounce Rolling Rocket. This is my naughty pleasure for the week, for Christ's sake. Um I found an Asian grocer about 15 miles from here.
Yeah, okay.
No, it reminds me of home because I used to live right in that little neighborhood in Chicago, Asia on Argyle,
Yeah.
and right around the corner was a really groovy Asian grocery store that had like fresh fish and like crabs that were still alive but on ice, so they were slowly moving constantly. And this really groovy, those little red sausages. Remember those? The little red
Uh-huh.
Chinese, Cantonese. I'm not sure, Vietnamese. I'm not sure. Little red,
We found
beautiful.
those at our Asian market.
Did you? Because that's what I'm looking for in St. Pete. I haven't found them yet. So I went to this place today, and I walked around, and I didn't need to buy any of this, but it's just consumerism being consumerism. I just bought a bunch of rando stuff. This isn't what the show's about, but this is just a part of my day that I wanted to share it with you. Because
Okay.
actually, everything I bought today was consumable, and I will eat it at some point. I didn't get my. I guess the whole point is I didn't get my
Thank you.
sausages, but
That's it. That was what it is. The dumbest thing I purchased recently is because I got really excited last night when I saw it. There is Winsel's Farm is a Wisconsin brand. It is a Wisconsin farm. And they make jerky. Now, you know I love a good jerky.
nothing wrong with
Uh,
that. So do I.
they make a honey ham jerky.
Hmm. Okay, I'm going to accept it only because I'm looking at your face.
It is
I've had bacon jerky before that was very upsetting.
no, no, no. This is so you know like the so like a beef stick.
Uh-huh.
It is a ham. It's a honey ham stick.
Okay.
Now, Nicole, not a fan of jerky.
Mm.
She'll eat it occasionally and be like, "Yep, okay, that was jerky. Thanks for for sharing that with me." Um, I gave her some of that honey ham, and she was like, "Oh my god, it's like eating just ham out of the fridge." You know, like on a Christmas if you make on Christmas or Easter, you make a big
Okay.
honey. It tasted just like that, and so I found they have a display in the snack aisle near the beer
Okay.
of Winsel's, and I bought because they've got regular beef jerky. They got but they've got like sweet barbecue, fire stuff. But then they had the honey ham, and it's Winsel's the best. And so I bought um an an embarrassing amount of the honey ham. I should have just picked the box up and been like, I'm taking these. This is mine. It's just gonna be
I'm gonna
easier
back
if
the Prius up.
yeah, dude. Oh, what do you got in the back? I'll take that too. So yeah, that's the dumbest thing.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, it's not your aggressive thing. So anyway, so I bought a bunch of really stupid shit recently, and it doesn't really matter. Here's some garbage you can buy on Etsy currently. And I want to show you all this shit.
Thank you. Sorry, I got excited for
That's all right. I asked.
oh,
I'm going to share screen. Hey, everybody. If you didn't know, we have a goddamn YouTube channel that you're ignoring. So please continue to ignore or go to zingleary.youtube What is it? Go to YouTube and check out. Oh, Larry's aggressively showing me his ham stick. I mean, I'm in.
Wenzel's Farm.
Christmas is coming. Send me some Wenzels. What do you want from me?
Oh yeah, I'll send you some. Oh, I'll send you some Wenzel's, you dirty bitch.
Nice. Where's the? Okay, here we go. Oh shit! Don't look at the screen. Hold on, I've already ruined the thing. Okay, so I was playing around on eBay and didn't I was I was playing around on eBay looking for a mantle clock that fits my lifestyle.
Oh sure, yeah.
Now all I need is a mantle. But and then I went to Etsy and I just started farting around and I wanted to have somebody else do the heavy lifting for me. So I found at architecture and design.net. But 20 bizarre things you can actually buy on Etsy. Now some of these are old, some of them aren't there anymore, but they were all purchasable sometime on Etsy. What I really like about this article, Larry, is that they D-plussed it too.
Yeah.
So you can click on the link. Some of them aren't even available anymore, so we will never know.
Oh.
But there's a few things here that I thought might upset you, so I wanted to put them in your face.
Oh. I'm already have something that's upsetting that's going in my face right now.
Good, good. Well, let me help. Let me help.
Oh, please
By
do.
the way, this has a total of 782 views, 84 views, and 2 shares, and one of them is me. So, number one, Larry, none of this is going to be guessable, so I'm just going to show it to you.
Please.
Scroll down. Number one, Larry, go ahead and say it out loud.
Fetus soap.
Uh-huh.
Is that a real fetus?
Looks like it's in a bar of soap, don't it?
Sure does. Is that a
It
real
looks.
fetus or is that like a carved fetus that somebody put in a bar of soap? Zig, tell me it's not a real fetus.
This is. If you're not going to check us out on Zig Larry, Ignore Topic on YouTube. The picture is. This is actually a shot that somebody. This isn't like a shot from an iPhone. Somebody hired a photographer for a shot to sell this product. It looks like an oversized goose egg is about the size. It's
Mhm.
all sudsy. It's see-through like a lychee fruit, and inside is what appears to be a human fetus. Larry, I'm
Let's
going
say
to tell you right now.
humanoid. Let's say
Sure,
humanoid.
Larry, I'm going to tell you right now. When you click on, and all these people have given you is not sure how clean I'd feel after showering with that, but feel free to buy it here. You click on buy it here. The shop is taking a short break.
Yeah, I bet they are.
So,
So
Larry, you
that's what
never know.
happens to all of them after Planned Parenthood gets a hold of it.
Correct. I'm guessing this is literally like like a Kinder Joy egg, but with a plastic human fetus in the middle. But instead of eating it, which you might if you're this kind of weirdo, you just shower with it until you get to the gooey center, and then oh god, can you imagine if it's silicone?
Yep,
Yeah.
sure can. Sure can. Because then I would just step out of the shower and wing it at my wife and be like, why did you buy this?
But the person is taking a short break from making and selling their fetus soap.
Well, now I want it. Now that I can't have it, I want it.
So go ahead and take your notes. So that's number one. That's number one of things that at some point you could have actually bought on Etsy. Number two, maybe my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Look down. Look down. I don't want you to see this until it's
Okay.
ready. Look down. Look away. Look away. This is just for the 3 people who watch this on YouTube. And look up. What is that, Larry?
Taxidermy frog. What? Why? Is that even or is that a toad?
That's a thing. That's real. Well, it could be a toad, sure. That is, they don't even know what they've done. What they've done is they've taxidermied and gutted out an amphibian, possibly reptile, frog or toad. We're not sure.
They they just
You
stapled a shoestring to it and called it a purse.
you literally shove your belongings. It's the size of a small clutch. They've dried it, cured it somehow.
No,
You shoved your belongings in the gullet of this dead animal
you know somebody's
and
fucked
carry
one
it
of
over your
those.
shoulder. This one you can click on. This one you can currently buy. What? How much does it cost? Uh, how much is this? Oh, it's sold. There was only one. This
How
isn't something they
how
picked
many
up.
times do you think they got a private message that was just like, "Hey, you think you can make a fleshlight of one of them?"
I was gonna say, hey, just out of curiosity, I'm asking for a friend. Can you fit a hot dog down this thing's mouth? I'm just curious.
Oh, it's more of a little smoky, but
What is
still.
the circumference of how much stuff can you fit to put your thumb in. I'm just curious. Can you send me a video? So
How
somebody made this and then somebody else bought it.
does it stretch? Okay, let's face it. One of us would have purchased this to send to the other person.
Uh had I had the wherewithal. Yeah. Although here, let's stay on this page for a second. Similar items on Etsy.
Sure.
No, these all look like purses and bags for a human being.
Mhm.
These all look like a collection of different leather items that you could purchase. Some of these are purses. Some of these are like overnight bags. Some of these are leather totes. These are not similar. Although, if you'll notice, it's all in Australian dollars, so that's an Australian toad.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
Aussie found that fucker, shoved,
Some
shoved a
Aussie
fucking.
found it, fucked it to death, and then went, well, we can't let the little bugger get away. It was too sweet to me, and then
Yeah,
they
just
turned it into an evening clutch. Actually, that's more of a daytime.
it's more of a daytime. They just left it in a pickle jar for 3 fucking weeks, and then shoved some paracord through its clavicle, and called it a fucking a bag.
They blew in its butthole real hard and shut the guts out the mouth, and
How
there it
much can you
is.
fit in it? Are you gonna take this out? Okay, so there you go. That might have been my
What
favorite.
do you put in there?
Your dick.
Ah,
Yeah, that's number three, buddy.
rubber lips wall hanging. Let's go.
That's literally what it
It
is.
looks like the top of a fleshlight that somebody put a fake cigarette in and made it so that you could hang it on the wall. That's essentially a portable glory hole, is what you've got.
Also, yeah, there's different sizes. It literally is. So it looks like take I don't know how to describe it. Take a plunger and slice off the bit where the handle goes in. So you just have a rubber disc. Then put your face through it. And then they've decided to put a half-smoked cigarette and or cigar in it. And this is something that you put on your wall.
It's
I'm
not
kind
something
of
I put on
into it.
my wall. I don't know.
I'm kind of into it. Christmas is coming up, so give me some Wenzels and this goddamn abortion. Look at this thing.
What? How much is it?
Also Australian money. I might have actually picked on an Australian website here.
Oh, yeah, you
Not
sure
90,
did.
only two left.
Etsy.com/au/listing.
Okay, so this is Etsy Australia. So this is things you can buy from Etsy Australia. So you also have to pay for international shipping.
Oh, no, 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 no. No, if I had $500 to blow, you'd be getting the Rat Christ s- something cursed.
Oh, Jesus Lord.
Exactly.
Let's okay. We might just be clicking around at this point, buddy. So also available.
Yeah, that's a decayed Mickey on a cross for $555. I like that it's
Australian.
non-famous rat crucifix sculpture.
Rat Christ Oak spelled with two O's. Cursed crucifix. From the Dusty Tentacle. Okay.
Yeah, let's go away from here.
Oh, these are all by the Dusty Tentacle.
I
There's
bet
some.
they are.
Oh God. Oh no. Now I don't know how to go back.
Just X out and go back to
Oh
rubber
no no
lips.
no.
No,
Don't you
go to
tell me
rubber
my
lips. Go to rubber lips.
don't tell me my business. I can't see it because
It's at the top.
I can't see it because there's the share um on my screen. It says mute, stop video, part chat. It says share up there. Like, there we go. I had to move it.
Okay.
Quit playing with it and it goes away. So there you go. Oh God, what is this thing? Look at
I
that.
don't want to see it. I don't want it. I
Look
don't
at
want it.
that.
I don't
Go.
care for it.
Will they ship internationally? That's what we have to find out.
It's only $71.
I tell you what, give me the fetus soap, and I'm gonna hang one of these lips in my shower, and I'm gonna have a fucking really weird morning.
You're gonna have a time.
Okay.
No.
So moving right along, only if you live in the outback can you buy these things.
Bat foot vile necklace. That is vile for sure.
What
That's
they've
just
done is they've taken the lower limb of bat and they've stripped it of
yeah.
all the flesh, except for what appears to be the tendons around the, I want to say, toes. And they put it in a small vial with a cork. They've attached a pull chain from your ceiling fan onto the cork, and they're calling it a necklace.
Hey, do you want to be edgy and freak out your grandma at church on Sunday? Then
There used to
buy
be a
this
show on
necklace,
like history or
you
something
little
called Oddities, and
fruitcake.
see, look at this. We're worried about our fucking, ridiculous jobs. People are making money, Larry, making the world a better place by putting pieces of dead bats in vials and selling it as accessories.
I don't
You know what?
care for this.
No, no, it's fine. It's fine because you know what you can fit in your frog purse? Your
A
bat
bat
foot
foot
vial.
vial. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can hang both items off of your lip sculpture that's hanging out of the fucking wall with a cigarette on it.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. No. I hadn't thought of it that way, but thank you.
So, winning.
What's number 5?
I forget actually. That's all I remember at this point. Oh yeah, here you go. This is creepy bunny. This
No.
is a one of a kind item.
Okay, go back up.
Hmm.
I want to see the name.
This is creepy bunny Rosie.
Creepy Bunny Rosie. It looks like every Felicia Olin portrait I've ever seen.
Hmm. I'm pretending like I know what that means, but here is it's basically the size of an infant.
The Springfield listeners are going to be either they're going to laugh or they're going to be real pissed at me for saying that out loud.
Somebody made this one of a kind thing for the strict purpose of trying to make a buck, or even worse,
Trap,
brightening somebody's day with it.
or my guess is they had to trap a cursed child's spirit inside of it.
This is one of those episodes where we're just begging people to check us out on YouTube because it's hard to have a podcast where you're
Okay,
discussing things that we're looking at.
giant multicolored eyes with huge pupils, uh pink bunny, but it has like a rose in the middle of its head, weird misshapen buck teeth. The eyes have big blackness around them, um a a frilly collar, a like a flowery pattern on the out, but it's hideous.
It looks like if a 90s Tool video did Easter.
Oh yeah, okay, thank you. Yep, there you go.
I just came up with that. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
like
fa- the, the
if
face is
Tool and
attached.
Tim Burton were put in charge of Christ's resurrection. It looks like Johnny Depp's soul is stuck in that rabbit.
And it has to do a fucking Sauvage commercial. I like that the face is obviously held on by one, two, three, four, six key points, six, possibly eight, where
That's
it's just
worse.
loosely strapped on.
What's underneath?
The real face, Larry.
I don't want to see it.
That's Rosie. Want to see if
Nope.
Rosie's still available?
No. No.
No. Never mind.
That's what you get.
No. How much is Rosie? Where's the link to get? Fine. Okay, so this is something I've actually seen before in Florida.
Oh yeah. No, I've seen that.
Yeah, it's just somebody took an alligator, taxidermied his foot, shoved it on a fucking pole, and called it a back scratcher.
Yep. There you go.
Yep. It's not even, it's a dowel rod. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's a that except for the labor to get the alligator's foot.
Do you want a back scratcher? Like, is this an issue where you have where you require a tool?
I just rub up against door frames like a bear.
I just realized that we have a telescopic back scratcher in the living room. But I've
That's
never.
more for thwacking.
I guess, yeah. I don't think I've ever actually used it. I'm not sure why we. I don't know where it came from.
You're gonna
There's a
use
lot of.
that tonight.
There's a lot of.
Use it to
Uh,
scratch your taint.
what am I gonna do tonight? Jesus Christ!
Use it to scratch your taint so you don't have to
There's a
wash your
there's a
hands.
3.5 week old here. The woman just had a C-section. You know what we do at night? Leave each other the fuck alone. There's 2 beds in this place. It's like somebody listen to the screaming. Somebody go escape. The back scratcher. The awkward silence.
This is the word. That's the 50 Shades plush penises.
So this is. I clicked on this. It says this item gone. So this one single item was 50
It's poorly stitched
poorly
kind of
made
penises.
kind of plush penises, cock and balls.
This is fucking stupid.
It's very stupid. But somebody purchased all 50 because it was a lot. It was. I mean, it was a lot of penises
Yeah,
in a lot.
yeah,
Does
that's
that make sense?
yeah. Somebody poorly stitched a bunch of gray penis. It just
It's not even.
you're not even trying,
No,
Etsy. You're not even trying anymore.
but it's
Once
sold.
that's the thing. This list fucked up. They started with fetus soap and all
Oh
the
yeah, no,
weird.
it's not escalating near the way you want it to. No.
No, this is like it's just circling the drain now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is a
Okay, well,
thing.
hold on. No, no, now we got the taxidermy two-headed duckling.
This is definitely taxidermy.
That's from 2013.
Correct. So the picture is anyway. It's not like these things go bad though. You know what I mean? That's the whole idea.
No, no, not if they're taxidermied correctly. They
The
don't go
duckling, yeah,
bad.
the duckling ain't going bad. But there's a whole lot of these, mostly from the old west, where at PT Barnum with the gotchas and the Ripleys. Obviously, what's happened is they've taken a dead duckling, gutted it, shoved its asshole full of sawdust, and then stapled another dead duckling's head
Uh-huh.
next to it.
Yeah, I know. B Barnum used to take the heads of they'd kill a calf, cut the head off, and then somehow affix that not humanely to
Mhm.
another calf and be like, it's a two-headed calf. And while one's going, the other one's just,
Yeah. Come
oh, the
see it.
other head's a little special
Come see it tonight. To now.
before it starts smelling.
Buy your tickets. I wouldn't even say in advance. I just take money at the door. We'll tell you when it's over. Yeah. So here you go. This is taxidermy two-headed duckling, Larry.
Uh-huh. Yeah, worth the money, I'm sure.
In their defense, from this angle of this picture taken 10 years ago, it's a very good job of
It
affixing
is.
a second fully formed head of a beautiful little yellow chick.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you for sharing that with me.
I don't feel that we need to go through all
I
20
would
of
buy
them
that
all the
at
time.
a swap meet if I went to like a flea market or some shit. Totally would buy that.
I would give them one of my many pocket knives for it.
I would give them honey ham jerky.
Fake shrunken head.
Oh, a fake shrunken head.
Obviously fake. These things are not easy to come by,
No, no.
and you're not selling them on Etsy. Was a thing. They have been made.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a handful of them in I want to say it was a Ross dress for less. No, in museums. But this is obviously fake.
I wouldn't be surprised if you found one at a Ross Dress for Less.
It looks like they made this one out of, I want to say, I don't know, a prune and half a cat.
Ross Dress for Less. Do you like TJ Maxx, but you know how to fight? Come over here.
Like I told you, that's where I bought my 4 pound one-handed sledge.
you,
I came in for this.
you like home goods, but you can have a concealed carry permit. Come on down to Ross.
Wife wouldn't let you stop at Harbor Freight, so you buy all your tools in the bullshit aisle at Ross. Come to Ross. I don't know.
Here we are. We're right here, motherfucker.
I like
Yeah.
that they decided to give this one fake chin beard that went all the way down. It is well done. I mean,
Sure.
for a grapes nutsack,
I mean, it's
eh,
very well carved. I dig it. A
you know,
grapes nutsack.
yeah, yeah, art dolls.
That's my motherfucker right there. A taxidermied pink rat.
I remember this one,
That
and I
is
thought you would enjoy it. Somebody has taken a rat again, stuffed it to the gills with sawdust, but has posed it standing up with its arms akimbo in a "you want a piece of me" pose,
come at me, bro.
and then spray painted it Barbie pink.
I if I I know this is all old, but man, I'd give a crisp $20 bill for that motherfucker right there.
If there was such a thing as Into the Barbie verse, we're just fucking.
I would bring that to bed with me every night, put it between on the pillow between me and Nicole, and be like, "Kiss your son good night, you bitch." And that would be
I mean, so
Eddington needs your love.
Eddington, this is Cuthbert. Um, so it's actually, so it's posed, if this was the goal, so you want to hope that it was the goal, first off, that this pose was the goal, because if they were just going for like a regular like standing rat and this is what they come up with, they have no skill. But if this is what the goal was when they started to this, then this is actually fairly well done. So you have to assume that somewhere in the world, most likely Australia, there's a man with a shop of dying and dead things and things to make them look less so. Where there goes, somebody walked into his studio and said, "Hey, what are you working on?" And he said, "Pink rat, stand it up, come get some."
And they went, really? That's what you oh, that's perfect. No, I see that.
Hmm.
Wow. No, I like how did you get the eyes to do that too? Well,
Meth.
I fought him right to the end. I had him I gave him some anabolic steroids and a whole lot of methamphetamines, and that's not my Australian accent, but
I can't do an Australian. I never
that's the
could.
goodest you're gonna get. Was what I was about to say. Son of a bitch.
Crikey. So what I do is I show animals my diseased wang, and then I hit them with oh God,
With
never mind.
the cursed rat crucifix is what I do.
What is the shit that instantly freezes stuff?
Oh,
Liquid nitrogen. God
Nick,
damn it.
liquid nitrogen. Yes, liquid nitrogen is what I
Liquid
said
nitrogen.
out
Yeah. Well,
loud.
regrettably, you were closer than me.
Mantooth McGillicuddy.
Let's just move on. Let's just move on.
How many more we have, buddy?
Well, technically there's 20, but we can stop at any time because I don't think they get any better. Here you go.
Worm babies.
Yep, that's just look at the baby. The baby, and they made them teal. Uh, the baby head is disturbingly kind of cute,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
just easily morphed onto a hideous caterpillar bug.
Yeah, a caterpillar body.
Actually, no, they're trying to make it cute. It's not a hideous thing.
No, it's almost adorable, except for the whole human centipede aspect of it. So
So there you go.
there we go.
Here's one.
Moose poop earrings.
Gonna have to guess
Moose
these are
poop
one.
earrings.
Ta-da!
Throw back a bottle of beer. Moose poop earrings.
Ta-da!
Run a comb through your coal black hair.
Yeah, so somebody took we were talking about polishing turds earlier. Somebody took a couple of nuggets of moose shit,
Yeah, they sure did.
figured out some way to make them symmetrical and glazed,
Use a Dremel for that?
and
What do you
I don't even know if you could Google that. And then they stuck a couple of iron hooks on them and told you to stick them through your ears. Moving on.
Yep.
Here's a nightmare for you.
Denture compact.
It's a lady's compact. You open it up. I'm assuming there's a little mirror in there and a little powder puff or whatever. However, it looks like human teeth. but not enough. It's actually it's more
If
cock
you're on a
blocking.
bad Tinder date and you're like, pardon me, I need to freshen up my rouge. First, if he doesn't run when you say rouge, you should run because that's a psychopath. That's a guy that's already like measured you for lampshades.
Where are you
But
taking your date? The 1950s?
but then when you pull out the denture compact and don't break eye contact with him and he starts to drool, that's when you need to go to the bartender immediately and be like, Angel Red,
Correct.
because that guy is going to, well, yeah, no, sorry. I lost my train of thought. The Nicolas Cage cheeseburger art print, absolutely. It's Nicolas Cage, his head, his arms, and his legs coming out of a McDonald's double quarter pounder. 1,000%. Put that on my wall
Yeah,
right now.
I have no issues with that. No notes.
Taxidermied gazelle chicken. I will fight you when you dream up this abomination. You put that energy into the world. And
So
somebody
somebody took the baby duck a little bit too far.
they added a second pair of, so chicks, little chickens only have back legs.
Correct.
But what this monster did was violated this little baby chicken's corpse, ripped its wings off, and added two more
Uh,
legs to the front,
I'm gonna say that he actually just shoved
two legs
the
into the
chicken foot
wings.
part into the wing.
Okay,
Now, upon closer inspection.
and then added two horns, like that little thing loved playing Maleficent cosplay.
But you have to admit, putting them in a small picture frame
Terrarium.
terrarium
Yeah,
was an
absolutely.
interesting choice.
Nice touch. Put some dragon wings on it, and then we'll talk. I'll give you $100 bill if you put some dragon wings on it.
I'm going to call this art piece. We promise it's not hideous from afar.
I'm gonna call it Dave.
Welcome to Dave.
Glitter rodent skull necklace. Now, if we had met a girl in the 90s that was wearing one of those, both of us would have like fought over her. We'd have
I
been
have
like,
a, yeah.
yeah, that would have been our jam right there.
It's just
Um,
all it is a hamster skull that's inside a bouncy ball. That's all it is.
yep.
25-cent ball from a fucking from Kroger.
And you know that that girl would have had like all dark colored fingernail polish, heavy eye makeup, piercings in places that we'd only heard about, and been like, yeah, I really like The Crow. And we're like, yeah, you do. So do I. Let's go. You like The Cure? Yeah, me too.
Oh, you're damaged. Spectacular.
Yeah, excellent. You're a wounded gazelle. Let's see how this works out for all of us.
Son of a bitch. There's so many things I
And she
want
would
to
have had
say.
this in her room, the Skull and Spines lamp.
Yeah. Yeah,
The Skull and Spines lamp you can find at the Skull and Bones Club is what you can do.
I tell you what, this should be an IKEA. This should be in one of those stupid curated rooms that you're forced to walk through. I've only walked through an IKEA front and back once in my entire life. I'm never doing it again. But if they had shit like this, I still would never do it again.
If they had a serial killer convention, this would be like this, there'd be a guy saying there like, it's so easy to make these. Let me show you how. At 3 easy steps.
Kill 3 guys
Or girls. It
or
doesn't
girls,
matter.
and
We're
then
not using the ribs, right, guys? Am I right? Everybody, come on. Who loves anatomy?
I'm done. That's great. If you've first time you've been gone through an IKEA, I did it once and it was confusing. I did not know what was going on. Well, I walked through a bunch of stage rooms and I realized I couldn't move I couldn't buy the lamp that was in the stage room. And then you go into a big room where there's all the stuff where you have to find what you just liked. And then there's a line for the fucking meatballs I heard so much about. So you get upset and you leave.
Nicole wanted to go to an IKEA. I find IKEA offensive.
Yeah, I'm never going
Um,
back.
I gave her, as she wanted to go, I was like, I will give you 30 minutes. 30 minutes, I'm setting a timer. And So it was very sweet. We went in. I gave her the 30 minutes. No one has ever went through an IKEA as fast as we did. Um, and then when it went off, like the timer went off, she's like, "Oh, but we didn't get cinnamon rolls, or we didn't." I was like, "Timer went off. We gotta go." She's like, "But don't you want?" I was like, "No, I want nothing from this place, from
Yeah.
this evil, evil place. I want nothing. We have to. The timer's up. We gotta go." Um, Speaking of timers up, we gotta go. Human tooth bracelet.
This is real. So we've talked about this before where it's not our jam to take human body parts and save them,
Not
do
anymore.
things with them. Uh, this is somebody who lost what looks like a molar. They've placed it in a setting, and instead of a ring, they've turned it into a fucking necklace or a bracelet.
Look, look. Sometimes when you have to extract information from a human being, you want to keep just a little something to remember them by.
And look, they've sawed off the roots too, so it's just like
Yeah.
the molar part.
Yeah, the roots are on the matching ring.
Oh Christ! This has been this. This has made it all worth it. Because comedy comes in threes, and as soon as I figure out what's funny, maybe something will happen for me. But the picture,
What
this is
the
so,
what
this is
the
so great.
fuck?
I love this so much. I want this, and I hate Christmas and Christmas ornaments. This is a Christmas ornament of a taxidermy again, chick, baby chick. But picture, um, how do you pick? So
There's
think
seven, eight
one,
legs.
eight legs, one head, and they're all sticking it in random directions like it was a snowflake. The look on this bird's face, it's the
Was
same look.
obviously the goddamn thing was alive while they were doing it.
The same look on everybody's face the first proctological exam they get. It's like, huh? You have my attention.
I don't hate it.
I'll be damned. I'll be damned.
We're gonna need another rag.
What'd you do with the first rag?
Don't worry about it.
And just to finish it out, the dumbest fucking thing ever.
Googly eyes on a cotton ball, and we call it a pet cloud.
I mean, the pet rock sold 50 years ago.
You
There's
know
googly
what?
eyes on a rock.
I can't be mad at the game.
Oh, it says a pet cloud will never float away. Yeah, it's googly eyes on a fucking cotton ball that they squished.
Yeah.
And they put
Again,
5 seconds worth of thought into the packaging.
you can't be mad. You can't be mad at
It's
that. That
it's a piece
cost
of
them.
cardboard that they printed out a pet cloud on, and it will never float away in old goodie bags that Crack Rocks came in.
Yeah. Yeah, that cost them 32 cents to make, and they're gonna charge $1.50.
Could not have cost 32 American cents. No, Australian. I'm sorry. No, Australian
Yeah,
cents. Yes.
32 Australian. I'm not talking real money. I'm talking
Is
ton
that
money.
is that? Do they have cents? What do they have? Pence?
I don't. That
Half pennies? What do they
yeah.
have?
I think they're just trading everything in wombat poop. Got him. Got him. Fucking got him.
Oh, I get so little liquor. Don't you dare make me spill bad beer out of my nose, you bastard. So, there you have it, Larry. 20 bullshit things that at some point you could have bought. Uh, Whoop, that's not the one I want. And now you can't.
I could have had we done this show 10 years ago.
So, if
Well,
you want to
thank
see
you
any of
for
those
sharing
items,
that with me. I appreciate it.
yeah, you want to see those items, you have to go to Zig and Larry, Ignore Topic on YouTube, and you can be one of our views.
Be one of the views. Sometimes we get over 100. Sometimes we've gotten over, I think one episode we got quite a few.
3.5 years.
And then sometimes we only get 7. And that's okay because we're not doing anything but sitting here and talking to each other.
Correct. I wouldn't watch it.
Hey, indulge me.
Singular ignore topic. The host say I wouldn't watch it. Yep.
I wouldn't fucking. Why would you? I stopped putting an effort into the videos because only 7 people were watching. So what you get is a logo at the beginning, a logo at the end, and our bullshit in the middle. That's
Zig and Larry force us to try.
please, I'll do it. Hey, like I said, just indulge me real quick, and then we can tie stuff up because I gotta go.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
gotta go.
I know you got a hard out.
I do. I got a hard out to go hang out with our mascot for the show, Gideon.
Excellent.
But just two real quick things. And it's kind of a bummer. That's why I waited to the end. My buddy Troy Davis, a brilliant comic, a even better brick mason, and just all around a great dude. He was a mentor. He was a personal hero, and just a sweetheart of a dude. Shook off this mortal coil this week, which, good for him because he doesn't hurt anymore, and grief is for the living. So here we are. Some of us are it's gonna be a minute before we all get over that shit. But Troy, you're missed, you're loved. That guy, last time I saw him, we did a show, and we were hanging out, and he was like, "Hey, let's figure out a few more shows to do before the end of the year." And I was like, "Yeah." I said, "You let me know." I said, "I'll come over to Indiana so that you don't have to drive all the way over here." He's like, "That's great." And hugged each other, and I looked at him. I was like, "Hey, I love you, man." And he kind of paused and looked at me. And Troy's in his 60s, and he looked at me, and I was like, "I love you." And I grinned, and he's like, "You're gonna fucking make me say it, aren't you?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Love you too, you shithead." And I was like, "That's it. That's all I needed out of life." And yeah, good dude. Also, our buddy Andrew Teedy.
TD.
He's suffering a great loss as well. I would like to say that he'll be kicking it soon, but he's not going to be kicking much of anything because that Sasquatch lost all of his toes on his right foot now.
Oh fuck.
So because it's been a running joke, and I wanted to
Bye,
lighten the mood,
TD.
bye TD's toes.
Oh,
I told him it looks like he's got a fucking Muppet foot now.
TD, man.
He sent me the picture. He's like, "You want to see it?" I was like, "Yeah, absolutely fucking right. I want to see it." I was like, it looks like a Muppet foot. It looks like, God, what did I say? I forget. I kept roasting him, the poor guy, which is, making him laugh. But I said, what you need to do once you get better is go in to get a pedicure and be like, "Hey, be easy on this side, because the last time I was here, the girl went a little crazy with the file, and this is what happened." And just kick your crock off and show them your nub.
You can barely feel the little fish. Technically, fuck you, people.
You got one that was just a little bit too big, a little too mature, and this is what happened. So let's go a little easy on the left side, would you?
Those were goddamn tortoises. Tortoises? You know what I'm talking to say? They hate my feet.
I told him he's got to get a tattoo on that foot with just a sign, like a Looney Tunes sign, that says "Times are hard. They all went to market."
TD.
See, he loves it. You're like, you're like, "Oh, buddy."
Well, I mean, how do you gotta, and I don't even really know the cat, but I got love for your piggies.
Here's the thing: they keep taking parts of his feet and legs. He's gonna be my height pretty soon.
Fuck my ass, dude. That's a thing that you just said.
Yeah, and if anybody has a problem with it, talk to my buddy Teedy, because he thinks it's fucking hilarious. So pull the stick out of your ass, you tit fucker.
Hey Larry, what'd you learn?
Learned that I don't know why I'm sitting on all the artistic shit that I do, because you can make abominations and people will pay for them.
Yeah, in Australia.
Yeah, well, it's international waters now, baby. We're sending shit all over the place.
That was the other side of the
Literally.
Like if you mail something to Australia, it will get there late.
Don't they live in the past? It gets there the day before.
Oh, so it could get there possibly the same minute then
Yeah,
that you sent it
yeah.
if you're Amazon.
Man, I don't understand how philosophy works.
I do. You just keep Spartan bullshit and then see if somebody will pay you for it.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty much just how my career's gone so far.
Nice.
The best part's about hanging out with these guys.
God damn it, son of a bitch, motherfuck.
We concede.